In many parts of the world, death is viewed as something to fear, an emotional, bleak ending that marks a permanent separation. But in Mexico, death is understood very differently. Through the celebration of Dia de los Muertos, death is treated not as an end, but as a continuation of life and relationships. It is familiar, colorful, and deeply social. Rather than avoiding death, Mexican culture invites it back into the home, the family, and the community. Dia de los Muertos is a holiday centered around remembering and celebrating those who have passed away. Families gather with food, music, photos, and stories, not to mourn silently, but to honor the lives that have been well lived. It is here that the dead are not forgotten, and in a way, they're welcomed back. This stands as a sharp contrast to how death is often viewed in the United States, where it's more or less treated as a private, somber, and emotional end. In Mexico, death remains a sharp experience, one that is openly acknowledged and ritualized. The dead are considered part of the family, like anybody else who's alive. This belief comes to life through ofrendas, or altars, that are placed in homes and cemeteries. These altars include photographs, favorite foods, sugar skulls, candles, and marigolds, each symbol meant to guide the souls of the dead back into the living world. The act of preparing these offerings reinforces the idea that death does not erase social bonds. To better understand why Dia de los Muertos holds such significance to today's world, we have to look at these three sociological perspectives. Structural functionalism views society as a system made up of interconnected parts that work together to, well, maintain stability. From this perspective, Dia de los Muertos serves an important social function. It provides a structured, collective way to cope with grief. Instead of isolating sorrow, families grieve together through ritual, storytelling, and remembrance. By involving children in these traditions, families pass cultural values across generations. In this way, the holiday strengthens family bonds, reinforces shared norms, and transforms loss into meaningful social experiences. Conflict theory focuses on power, inequality, and the struggle over cultural recognition. In the United States during the 60s and 70s, the Chicano movement embraced Dia de los Muertos as a way to affirm Mexican identity in the face of pressure to assimilate. Celebrating this traditionally indigenous and Mexican holiday became a political act. Rather than allowing their culture to be marginalized, Mexican Americans used Dia de los Muertos as resistance, asserting their pride in their heritage and challenging dominant narratives that dismissed or erased their traditions. Symbolic interactionism deals with the importance of everyday interactions and shared meanings. Dia de los Muertos is rich with symbols that only hold meanings because families collectively understand them. The ofrenda, for example, represents love, remembrance, and hospitality toward the deceased. Rituals like visiting cemeteries, cleaning graves, and telling stories keep the dead present in everyday social life. Through these interactions, the deceased are not treated as gone, but as active members of the community who continue to matter. Ultimately, Dia de los Muertos challenges the idea that death must be feared or hidden. Instead, it shows how death can be integrated into social life with care, beauty, and meaning through sociological perspectives. We see that this holiday strengthens families, preserves cultural identity, and transforms grief into connection. In Mexico, death isn't the end of life. It's two things woven into each other. And it's remembered with food, music, color, and love. It is a beautiful celebration that is ultimately what I would consider a celebration just of life as a whole. And that's something I would argue that we need more of in today's world. Thank you.